Okay, we're going to show some of the menus of the smart hand controller. The OLED is looking pretty good on video. Depending on the refresh rates here, we'll see how it goes. Alright, so we just booted up, and the main system here is a single press on the middle will just change, rotates between, I think it's 3 screens, the time, RA deck, Alt As, and time. There's a list of all the symbols on the OnStep website. Let's see if I can. I think that's going to be the best we can do as far as flicker. Let's see. I can brighten it up a little bit, which slows down the shutter speed. Okay, let's try that. You know, north, east, southwest. These buttons, the way I have it set up for the CGE Pro kit, is to increase your slew speed when you're doing manual. So decrease your slew speed when you're just using your direction buttons to move the mount around. And then there's max. So now you can use the direction buttons to move things around. I'm just bench testing right now. I do have motors hooked up. Now, one thing people get tripped up on with OnStep is it boots up without tracking enabled. Celestron is the opposite. It boots up and the RA is tracking. So in order to enable tracking, because these buttons will not move the motors right now, you can long press the middle, and we'll go down to tracking. You arrow over, and you're on start, and you'll arrow over again. Now tracking has started. All right, so now back is the left button. So we're back at the main. Maybe you can hear the motor spin. So now we got motors going because we enabled tracking. So that's kind of, you know, north, south, east, west. Long press, go to. We can go to the current bright stars that are available. And this will only show those bright stars that are above horizon. Deep sky, Messier. Caldwell, Messier. So if we want to go here, you can see I was using up and down. If I want to go back, it's the left button. Now we're back. If we want to go into, it's the right button. If we want to go to this target, it's the right button again. So now we're slewing to that target. You can see our arrows, where the display has changed a bit. If we want to look at RA and deck, we can see it changing. So long press. Another thing that you will do a lot of with the hand controller is align. So I want to do a 1, 2, 3, etc. star align. And same idea. This goes forward into the menu, the right button. This goes back out of the menu. So center button long press into the menu. Some settings, like the date and time. If you want to set date and time here, you can. I tend to use the Android app or the smart web server because it's much easier. So back button got me back out of there. Sight, lat long, elevation, UTC, display. You can turn off the OLED display if we wanted to. Don't want to do that. You can set the timeouts and dimming. Buzzer. There is no buzzer on the CGE Pro OnStep computer. Meridian flip, configuration, firmware version. So it's a pretty full-featured hand controller. Parking. We can set the park location. We can go to the park location. By default, I don't think park location is set. So you will need to set your park location when you first get this kit in order to use park. Align is star alignment. Sync is to sync additional stars. Go to, a handy one on go to is go to home. This will use the home switches to take the mount back to the home position. Go to coordinates. You can set up filters. So overall, it's very much a full-featured hand controller, similar to what came with the Celestron CGE Pro. So that's a good overall kind of demonstration of it.